Hello Foxglove friends, welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and today we are looking at what is ending and what is beginning with messages from Spirit around this subject. So we've got the 3 sets here today. You can go straight to the description section and click on the timestamp that you want if you already know which card set you want. But this one is pile 2. We've got the Aura Soma bottle of Lao Tzu and Kuan Yin. And the Do You Think About Me Too card. We've got pile 2, which is the Aura Soma White Pomander bottle and the I Would Do Anything For You card. And then we've got pile 3, which is the Hilarion Quintessence Aura Soma bottle and the Let Me Hold You card. So the reason I wanted to do this reading today was because we have got such a lot going on that's about things dying away, new, to rebirth, to have new life coming in. So autumn is a time where things die away so that we can rest during the winter and the new can come in through spring. We've got Halloween coming up, which is all about those that have passed and died from this world, and the spirits on the other side, and the veil's thinner, so it's easier to connect with those on the other side during this time. And we've also got the Day of the Dead coming up, which is all about our ancestors and how we're still connected to our ancestors even if they've passed away. And we've got Samhain coming up. We've got all sorts of things that represent endings. And also on the daily messages that I do over the last week, so many were about walking away from situations that no longer served you, or messages about turning emotionally away from things that no longer serve you. And there seem to be a lot of shifts and changes going on. So I thought I'd do this reading to see what's happening for you. And it's a general reading, so we'll see what it is that is ending in your life and how that's creating new beginnings. Enjoy your reading. If this does resonate with you, please do click on the like and subscribe button. Feel free to put in the comments box which one you've chosen, which pile you've chosen, and how it resonates. That all helps, and I love to hear from you. Enjoy your reading, Foxglove friends. Take care. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading today. So you have chosen this card, and we're going to have a look in a minute what this is, but it's from Seasons of the Witch, the Imbolc Oracle. You've chosen the Do You Think About Me Too card, and you've chosen the Lao Tzu Kuan Yin Quintessence from Aura Soma. So I want to talk about this first because the fact that you've chosen the pile with this reflects quite a lot about what's going on for you at the minute. So this bottle can heal if you've had a particular shock in the past or recently. It helps to change things that have happened that have been difficult in the past. Helps to transmute that energy into something positive in the now so that you can live in peace and rest so that it doesn't affect you anymore. It's also very reflective of past lives. So maybe what is going on in your situation at the minute with what's ending so that you can have a new beginning. You might have cleared an issue, a past life issue, which is why you might have gone through an ending, but it will relate to a past life, what's happening for you at the minute, potentially. And you can always work with me on past life regressions. I do have that option on my Buy Me a Coffee shop, which is in the description. So there's lots of different things here that this can help with, and let's have a look what we've got. So, also, obviously, if the Lao Tzu and Kuan Yin elements might be particular to you in some way. Lao Tzu was a master alchemist of the past, and brings the ability to transmute and transform energies. So you may want to work with Lao Tzu or Kuan Yin going forward. So what have we got? Interesting. So we've got garlic, and this says it is unwise to walk beyond the boundaries you have yet to expand on. Protection among all else. And garlic has always been seen as a very protective product, if you like. So even, we used to recognise garlic as protection against vampires. It protects against colds. If it's said to protect against mosquitoes, if you eat a lot of it, it stops mosquitoes. So what I want to say is somebody trying to drain you? Is somebody trying to take too much from you? Is that potentially what you're walking away from? It's interesting that you've got the Do You Think About Me Too card, because that might be somebody who is too focused on you and wanting your energy, and maybe looking to utilise too much of your light. So that's what I'm going to say for the first bit, and we'll have a look at how that flows through as you go through this reading. But first of all, I want to have a little bit more of a look at, where I'm going to put this. I'll pop that there in the corner there. I want to have a look at what's been happening for you, so that I can understand what is ending. Oh, and I've just got a massive magpie outside my door. Now, okay, traditionally, magpies are, and I'm saying this because I always like to use what comes up. I think it's important. Magpies, a single magpie is recognised as bad luck. And the reason it's so is because the relationship that they're in has ended. So because they mate for life, it means one has disappeared and the other one is still remaining alone. So maybe that's relevant for you. There might be a fact that you're leaving behind a breakup, or that you're leaving behind things that just haven't seemed to have gone your way luck-wise. But quite often, if we have had bad luck with situations, it's because it wasn't meant for us. So, red lights, people, red lights. Okay, so let's have a look what you are leaving behind. So we've got the Fool, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Now my thing's in the way. I'm going to put that. Let's put that in the middle there for you. What is ending, Spirit, please, for pile 1? Wow, and I want to get a few of that. That's Judgment. Sorry, I'm putting these out quickly. I'll go through them in a minute, but I'm curious to see what is ending for you, pile 1. Spirit, what is ending for pile 1, please? We've got bathing ritual with your water. Let's put that there. And then we've got horned owl, become the shadow that watches, keeping quiet while moving intentionally. Right, there we go. This is really interesting, pile 1. And I feel like it's quite unusual in a way. So, the Do You Think About Me Too card, I almost feel like that's possibly a message from your higher self, that you've moved through things so quickly and you've been trying to, and maybe I feel like there's an element where you've not been able to focus on Well, hold on, I'm going to take that back briefly just as I tune into this, because there's a right mismatch. Basically, it's been busy. It's been really busy. You've been going out into the world with kind of a very open-minded, ambitious, wondrous way of being. This is the Fool card, so it's about when we step into a new beginning in life, and we're joyful and optimistic and living on cloud nine sometimes a little bit, but kind of, the hope is in our hearts about how our world is going to be. There's a ring here, and I almost feel like maybe this was an engagement for some of you. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But there's been a new beginning, and you've worked really hard. It's been sometimes, and things have moved quite quickly, and there may have been judgment around you for the choices that you've made. Look, can you see that? That's absolutely lovely. So there may have been a lot of judgment around you for the choices that you've made, and you've needed to cleanse. There may have been times with negativity a lot where you've just felt overwhelmed and needed to cleanse away if people have been negative about what you're doing. And sometimes you've felt like you've had to keep some of this secret, like you've not been able to be totally open and honest about what's been going on, or that you've had to keep it secret and safe and protected. And I feel like in some ways the Do You Think About Me Too is a bit from your higher self, because things have been so fast and sometimes it's been so difficult, and you've taken a bit of a battering in some ways, even though you've been trying to do something wonderful and go through a really positive new time. You've worked hard at it, and you've worked quickly at it. The other thing I wonder if other people may be wanting your attention, because while you've been going through this process, whatever this relates to, I'd love to know what this relates to, pal, Spirit. Can we get, let me see if I can get what this relates to, because it might be different for each of you, but I do like a bit of detail if I can get it. Yeah, I think other people might have been, well, where's my attention? Because you're so busy working towards this new thing that you've got going on. And they might have been a bit negative if they've been jealous, or they've been... I feel like the garlic is protection from other people. And it's interesting that we've got the bathing ritual that's coming up as well. So this is what's been going on. So interesting. We've got the second chakra, the sacral chakra, which is to do with the emotions and creativity. So perhaps you've been creating something new. That's what they've given me. That tends to be, or it can be to do with new intimate relationships. So this is what's come up, but what's happening here is what's ending. So this having to guard yourself, having to be having to move at such speed, getting such judgment, this is, and it is relating to a past life situation where you've gone into the world and been really open and optimistic about what's happening. Maybe it's been like new love, or like I say, a new project, a new creative project, or something that you've been working towards. It's happened very quickly anyway. That flush of whatever that was happening at that speed, that's passing you by now. So I get the feeling that things are actually in the process where whatever it is that you've been bringing in is now starting to bed in. You're at the time in the process where you're not at the full stage anymore where it's just, newly beginning. You're at the stage now where it's starting to bed in a bit. So let's have a look. What is coming? What is the new beginning that is happening, please, Spirit? Let's have a look. What is coming in as that chapter? So this is about a chapter of your life that's ending, and it doesn't mean the thing that you've been working towards is ending or the relationship's ending. It's about the fact that that experience of being under scrutiny, of being under observation, of everybody looking at you and going, well, what about me? You've kind of focused all your attention on what you're doing. So there might have been some jealousy or competitiveness or envy, those sorts of things going on while you've been busy creating new foundations in a something new that you've been doing. Spirit, what's coming in for pile 1 now, please? What's the new beginning? Candle dressing. So it says, sharp as nails engraving my will, intentions spoken, declare what will be. Interesting. So this is now, well, that kind of ties in with the bedding in. So with the bedding in of what you've achieved, and I keep saying bedding in, and I'm wondering if actually beds are related somehow. So this card is about getting clarity on what it is that you want, and this isn't necessarily that you don't know what you want. It's more about you might be afraid to claim what you want. So this is whatever's happened, as a lot has happened fast, and there's been a lot of judgment, and it's impacted on a lot of people. And you might be a bit scared of upsetting people more, or particularly if there's children involved or family members, people who are really close to you in some way. You might be worried that they're going to be upset if you do go for what you want. It's important at this time. So part of what's ending is letting go of any outdated beliefs about yourself and evaluating the truth of your wants and desires, so that you can manifest with greater ease what you want to bring in to this time now, into this new beginning. So it's about bedding in the new beginning, letting go of the old. If you have shifted and changed your life in some way, it's the dynamics of what used to be is what needs to be let go of a little bit. You can't go through big changes and then try and have your relationships stay the same. Things do need to change within your relationships a little bit as well, because you are a new person as part of this. You've gone. You can see through this set of cards that you've gone through quite a lot and quickly, and it's been a big shift and a change for you. Well, you are going to have changed on the inside as well. So it's about setting the stall out for your new life now. Luna's joining in there a little bit. Now, as part of this, there is a clarity candle spell that you can do to support it. So I'm going to read that to you really quickly, just in case you want to do it. So it says, this fixed candle spell is simple but packs power in clearing the mind of noise so clarity can come through. Clarity is important for bringing you insights and connecting you with your inner wisdom. You will need 1 white candle, a toothpick or something to make small holes in the wax, 3 drops of peppermint oil, a pinch of dried rosemary and 1 bay leaf crushed. Place the unlit candle in front of you. Place your hands over it and set your intentions for clarity. Poke 3 holes around the candle wick. Then add 1 drop of peppermint essential oil to each hole. Sprinkle the rosemary and bay leaf around the wick. Then repeat your intention. while lighting the candle. You can snuff out the candle and relight it whenever you like. Well, that sounds jolly nice, so that will help you. Now, what I want to see is what else is coming in for pile 1, please, Spirit. Spirit, what else is coming in for pile 1, please? What else is coming in for pile 1, please? So you might have a lot of people. Some of you might have a lot of people wanting your attention, wanting your time, and there may be a shift where you need to start saying no to that. That might be the ending of how you used to be, because you need to apply your time and energy to other things now. So it's possibly that there's new boundaries coming in as well. Spirit, what's the new beginning for pile 1, please? Yeah, so this is to do with emotions, but the King of Cups, so I'm going to describe this person. The King of Cups is someone who is very emotionally intelligent, who's generous, very heart-centered, might be creative. Sometimes it's like the bard, so from the Druidic, from the Druid way of being. It can be the bard, so somebody who likes to tell stories or plays music. So that can be the person, but it can also reflect kind of more emotional intelligence and being more content in yourself emotionally, more fulfilled in that sense. Spirit, what else is coming through? So if this has been in relation to an engagement or a relationship, perhaps the person involved with you is represented by those characteristics. If that applies, it might just be about the fact that that you are able to experience more of a creative and expressive time in a more satisfied and fulfilled way. Or you might be allowing yourself to recognise your emotions a bit more than previously and to make them matter. Oh, we've got the World, pile 1. So that's what's coming in for you. I mean, that's completion. So that's true overall fulfillment. It can be to do with travel to different countries or within the country that you're in. So you may be travelling more as part of the new beginning, pile 1. You might be moving to a different country, but it's about having everything available to you. It's the last card of the Major Arcana in the Tarot pack, because it's all about completion. Okay, this is super lovely. So here we've got the Fool, which is the beginning of the journey. We've got the World, which is the end of this journey. So basically what's happened is you have gone through a whole chapter of your life that is now ending. You're coming in to a whole new chapter where everything is available to you. Everything you could possibly want. The whole world is your oyster, basically. You just have to be willing to claim it. Is what this reading is saying to you now. Pile 1. How much better could it get? How absolutely wonderful. So let's see if we can get some advice for you. Right, where's my... I see my other cards were hiding. So we're going to get some advice for you from Spirit. Spirit, can we have some advice, please, for pile 1? So you've gone from a period of time where you've felt like you've got to protect yourself, you've got to be guarded. A lot of guarding in this. A lot of guarding in this pile 1. This is keeping secrets, keeping things hidden, trying to have time out to... You might have actually... done things as well, like getting your nails done or you know, treating yourself to bubble baths or doing things. Perhaps that's what came in as part of the new as part of what this new beginning that you've had, just for some of you. But there's a lot of guarding about what's going on. Now, the advice that's come through is, I can't even look at you right now. So you might have people react in a way to this new life. It really might befuddle folks. However, and you might struggle to, part of this might be to do with your identity. Who are you now? They can't look at you because they can't see you. They can't see you as you are right now. And there may be some challenges with other people around you as you start to bed into this new life, because a lot of people are likely to want you to stay in your old version of who you are, in your old way of being. However, your soul journey, so part of this to do with the past life regression element might be that either if it's related to a relationship, maybe there were struggles with you being together in a past life, and now you've been able to come together in this life, and that's kind of representative of a past life connection that you had with this person. Or there might be something that you're doing creatively in which you were persecuted for in a past life, and so people are struggling with you doing what you're doing now, whether it's spiritual, whether it's, like I say, creative, whatever it is. There's a chance that people are going to struggle with what you're doing, partly because they don't know who you are. They can't see you. They can't see what you're going through. We expect people to understand everything that's going on inside us and to see how happy we are, to see how good it is for us to change. But for everyone, their vision is blurred by their own fears that they're looking through, their own limiting beliefs that they're looking through, and the issues that they're looking through that drive us from a very deep level. If you want to clear any of that, you can do that work with me, Foxglove friend. Just have a look on my website and you can contact me and we can sort anything out you like, because there's so much that can be done from a spiritual level or from a psychological therapy, holistic, there's all sorts of things that I do that I bring together to help you to live a happier life, because you just don't need to live with anything that's uncomfortable. You can change that and dissolve it. Okay, excellent. So we've got green light, Pearl 1. I'm ready. So you are ready for this change. You've done everything you need to do. Don't worry about whether don't worry about whether you're not ready or not. You are ready for this new life, for this new chapter that's coming. And it's a hugely new chapter because an old life has ended. This was, that chapter has now passed and it's jumped you straight to completion. So you must have been through an awful lot as part of this process of what is now ending to come straight to completion at this point now. Spirit, what advice have we got for Pile 1, please? Oh, you are so very special, Pile 1. And don't you forget it. You are unique and wonderful and fully deserving of all good things. So I'm going to leave that with you because I think that's a really nice place to finish this reading on. If this resonated with you, please do press the like and subscribe button to help grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching. This is a wonderful time for you, Pile 1. I wish you all the best of luck. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to today's reading. So you have chosen the I Would Do Anything For You card, and we'll have a look what that means in a minute. You've also chosen the Seasons of the Witch Litha Oracle card, and we'll see what that is in a minute. And you've also chosen the white Orosoma pomander. Now, I wish you'd got smell-o-vision. With each of these bottles, I work with them. I'm working with them for each different reading that I do. So I've just put the white pomander onto my hands, and then you brush it like this into your aura. Oh, this one smells divine. In fact, but then I was like, what does it smell of? And then I was like, does it smell of TCP? Like disinfectant stuff? But no, I think there's undertones of rosemary. And I had a little look just what is in it, and it's an equal balance of 49 herbs. So the Orosoma modality is absolutely wonderful, because a lot of it's to do with, well, it is all to do with colour and herbs and crystal essences that we can use in different ways. So I am an Orosoma practitioner, and I use these to help me open up. But what's great about the white pomander is it cleanses and clears away all negativity, and if you're having any problems in life, it helps to bring light down into that situation. So you can use it. I often put it in one of those steamers where it puts steam into a room and scents the room, because then it clears the whole room of negativity. It can help balance all your chakras. It's really, really good for cleansing and clearing any issues. And it was also the very original, the first pomander ever made. So it's about getting back to the roots of who you are. So we're going to see how that comes up for you in this reading, and how this comes up for you in this reading. So pile 2, as we look at what is ending. Oh, how interesting. What a surprise when you've got the white pomander. Light worker, pile 2. The transmutation of shadow, which is what this does, is needed when seeking the light that guides you. So perhaps there's an element of you, either because it's endings and beginnings, you may have had to try and bring more light in. You might have been going through like a difficult time, or you may have been supporting through difficult times in which you needed to be a light worker, and light has needed to come into a situation for it to be transformed into something more positive. I'm going to stick this over here for now, and I'm going to get more information about what's been going on for you. Pile 2. Let's put that there. Now then, in the last one, I wasn't quite sure where to put this. I'm going to put it there for now, while I pull some cards out for you to see what has been going on. What has been ending for pile 2, please, Spirit? What has been ending for pile 2, please, Spirit? Let's have a look what pops out for you. I was signing as a witness for something the other day, and I actually started singing that little duh. When there's quiet, it seems to be my hold music. So apologies, pal 2, because I'm quite sure there's better hold music. Interesting. 8 of Swords is what's come out first. So feeling trapped by something, feeling like you don't know which direction to take, feeling caught up maybe in anxieties, fears, difficult emotions, or a difficult situation. Spirit, worrying about something that you don't know how to solve. But it's all about perspective, the 8 of Swords, because quite often, look, the swords are behind her. Her arms aren't, she could reach up and untie these things. She's not actually as tied in as she thinks she is to what's difficult. Spirit, Queen of Swords, okay. Oops, oh, it's made it all wonky now. Very logical, sometimes a bit cold, but quite assertive. Unemotional, usually. Spirit, what has been ending for pile 1? What has been ending for pile 1? 10 of Pentacles. Right, let's put that there. I'm gonna move move this over here for now. Spirit, what is ending for pile 2? Did I say pile 1? I do apologise, pile 2. What is ending for pile 2? What is ending for pile 2? Right, I'll just get some more. So we've got the, sorry, I wasn't saying that out loud. So we've got the 8 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune so far. So, Spirit, what is ending for pile 2, please? Sun salutation. Praise the temple that carries your spirit. Support is needed. Okay, so let's put those there. Just organise these to make sure you can see everything. Okay, what I want to say, pile 2, is that I feel like you are a being of light. You are a light worker. You are somebody who is sensitive. However, you've been trying to do the right thing, either for your family or to bring in money, maybe. Perhaps it's been work-wise, so that you've been trying to do what's conventional, what makes logical sense. Even if it's been dull as dishwater and just not kind of tied in with what your soul wants at all. And the Wheel of Fortune has changed for you in a way that is now pushing you to make choices based on what feels right for your spirit. Pile 2, because you just aren't a person who can live wholly in logic. Nobody is really, but some people suit it more than others. So some people aren't as sensitive. Some people are more suited to, they want to kind of do work and to do things in life that are routine and, not overly exciting, because that's the way they want to live. They want that stability. Whereas for you, it's been difficult and you've felt maybe anxious or fearful or not knowing which way to turn, because you've been trying to do the right thing, to make choices based on your logical mind. But something has shifted and changed that has now put you in a position where you can start to focus on what's happening spirit-wise within you, to focus on what your soul needs. Now, the card with the I would do anything for you card, I feel like that spirit saying to you, if you just ask, and they will support you. And I also feel like this applies to your tribe or your family or the people around you that care. They possibly don't want to see you going through this struggle, this internal logical struggle, when they know that this is who you are, that you are this bright, shining being of light. They also potentially would be happy for you to change the course of what you're doing, and you may well have done that now, so that you can live in alignment with your soul more, rather than trying to squash yourself into a box that you don't fit in, is what I want to say, pal 2. Now, let me get some more information about what is Hold on, what I did on the last reading was I just tried to get some more clarification about what this applies to. So what exactly is this? What category is this applying to for pile 2? Can we know that, Spirit? Depends, because if it's for many people, then sometimes it can apply to different categories of things. You see, this does feel maybe work related because we've got the 10 of Pentacles, but it might be to do with family matters of what you're expected to do in a family, you know, feeling like you've got to choose this certain career when actually they just want you to be happy, and they recognise that you're more of a lighter, sensitive being. So maybe the career that's more logically minded, I think they may recognise that that is not actually for you, and that you want to dream a dream about things to do that bring you love and happiness into your heart. Spirit, what exactly does this relate to for pile 2, please? Can we have anything? Are we going to get anything? Oh, how lovely. So this is the angel of love, and so it could be about relationships. I feel like maybe relationships are involved in the sense that people want the best for you. People do want you to, and it's actually an expression of love from spirit and love of self, and love from other people, that nobody wants you to squash yourself into a box that doesn't fit or into a scenario that doesn't make you happy. They do want you to be happy, and maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself, or you have been doing, because this is what's ending now. So that's ending. Good. We like that. What I'm hoping is that you've now embraced fully the soul element. Let me just see. So what is the new beginning? What is the new beginning? So you maybe needed to bring some light onto this situation here, for it to really shine up, so that you can actually realise that you can take these ropes and blindfolds off you, to realise that you've got choices. You know, maybe that's what was happening, and that's why we've got the white pomander, but also to clear and cleanse away this stagnant, you know, kind of this energy that isn't you from the past. Spirit, what is the new beginning for pile 2, please? What is the new beginning for my foxglove friend? Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got the soft petal fell upon your flesh. The soft petal felt upon your flesh is ready to release her thorns. How interesting. That couldn't be a nicer follow-on, really, from the Angel of Love, because this card is about security within relationships, and that what's coming in for you in the new beginning is about a recognition, whether it's somebody who's coming in, or if you're married, it might be, or in a relationship, it might be that there's a time now where you're recognizing more stable, consistent love from the other party, or whoever's involved in this, that there is stable, consistent love. It's reliable. And also it's going to allow you to have more love for yourself. So there's something where you can rest assured that the love that you have in your life is genuine and stable, and that's what's coming in now. And I feel like you're coming into a much more heart-centered space, rather than being in this head-centered space where you're worrying about whether you're making enough money, how to make money for family and for your home life, and and fretting and fears and things. It's almost like this person is having a hug so that they can let out those emotions, to let that go, so that you can now be in a space of love more. I'm going to get more cards for you, pal, too. Spirit, what else is what is the new beginning for pal 2, please? You may have been uncertain whether to trust, and I feel like you're stepping into a place now where you can trust more, and that is part of the new beginning. There's an emotional stability. This is interesting because this is 6 of Cups. It can be the soulmate card. So there's that element to the new beginning, but it's certainly about memories from the past. So you might be feeling more, how can I put this into words? Sometimes we feel more attuned to our ancestors and a way of being and a happiness in childhood. There's, no matter how bad our childhoods are, just putting this out there for those, there will be times where there was happiness, because children are extraordinary at finding happy little moments in life when it can be difficult, and it feels like that's coming in. There's a gentleness and something that feels quite secure, which might be related to the past, and you being able to acknowledge your inner child more is what I want to say, which is really important. Spirit, what is coming in this new beginning for pile 2, please? This is such an interesting reading. Spirit, what is coming in? What's the new beginning for pile 2, please? Oh, wow, look at that. What a stunning card. So that's to do with a happy home, stability within your home life, which is really, really interesting. It's whatever changes you've made, you've been worrying about creating enough money to do with family and things, or having enough money to, but having enough money to relax enough to open your heart. You've been really in your headspace previously. You're now shifting. Oh goodness, the energy of this feels so different to where you've been worrying and fretting and overthinking things and overanalyzing and trying to fix everything with your logical mind. Whereas this is so heart-centered, and that's what the new beginning is. A real heart-centered, so much love, so much comfort in your home, so much, like recognizing and enjoying things from the past, feeling more comfortable and content, I almost want to say like a slower pace of life and maybe it's not slower, but there's something that's going to be just coming to you that you used to have from back in, from years ago, that you didn't think, that you'd forgotten. It's like an old version of you that you've forgotten existed is coming back now. That's what I want to say. And all is well. We're going to get some advice for you, pal, too. But this is really gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. A real shift in... Oh, flying out there. They are waiting for you. So I feel like maybe that's the people who would do anything for you. They're happy to wait for you to do whatever you need to do, so you haven't got to worry so much about what's going on with them. Just do your thing, knowing that you're loved, pal, too. Do whatever it is that brings you love in your heart and those who love you will wait for you and will be there for you when you're ready. Just don't worry. Just don't worry too much. This is so lovely, pal, too. Oh, it's all cozy and lovely. Look, this is another one that's popped out. Just love your people, pal, too. There's so much love. That's what's coming in for you. The new beginning. Love, happiness, happy home. Being able to let go of all the worries, being able to live in a space of love as a true person of sensitivity, as a light worker. Just live in the energy of love. And quite often what we end up doing is we fret and worry about folks and people, and kind of that's where our energy goes. Stop doing that. Just be in love. If you're missing people, be pleased that you have the opportunity to miss them, because that means that they exist in your world and they're waiting for you. Whether it's, I want to just add this briefly for anybody who this applies to. If it's anybody who you're actually grieving for, who's passed over, they're there on the other side. They know that, they're just loving you. They're supporting you. They just want to help you. Spirit wants to help you. So just take the love in this reading that they are sending. And you've also got the, this is the Ace of Swords, which is to do with having clarity. And I feel like you will get clarity about, it's all right. I can tell you as much as I want to tell you. Spirit can talk to you as much as they want to, but until it clicks, until you go, I get it, until it clicks on the inside, it never really fully resonates until you get that click, and you will suddenly realise that the shift, how much you were worrying about things, and how all you need to do is live in the space of love, which is what I do is all about. So do check out my website, which is all about self-love, living in love, loving relationships, and how I can help you and coach you with those things through spiritual guidance, psychological therapies, and neuro-linguistic programming, and all sorts of different things like that. If you liked this reading today, please do click on the like button and subscribe. Feel free to add comments about what's going on for you. I'd love to hear back from you, and I wish you a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, pal, too. Bye-bye. Hello, pal 3. Welcome to today's reading. So you have chosen the Let Me Hold You card. And this card is from, I can't see what it's called now, the Eternal Visions Tarot, the Lunar Edition. We love a Lunar Edition because I have a little Luna Boona myself, who's just snoozing on her bed next to me. And you've also chosen the Hilarion Aurosoma Quintessent. Now, I've just put some of this on me, so what you do is you sprinkle some onto your hand, and you put your hands together, and there's a process, but you kind of waft it through your aura, is the basic version without me giving you a demonstration where you can see my whole being. Hilarion is wonderful. In fact, I've picked certain ones for this for these readings without really considering what they're for, but this one is fantastic because it's all about finding new wisdom, you're coming into a higher vibrational way of being. It's about letting go of the past. The statement that goes with it is the way, the truth, the light, and it's a space for the new. So it's all about new beginnings and finding peace and space for making decisions for yourself, and being able to choose a new direction. And it's the key to unlock a door so that you can walk through it. It's really, really lovely. Smells divine, folks. Absolutely gorgeous. Can you hear me sniffing it in? Yum. And it's got quite a citrusy scent, this one. Now, Hilarion is is one of the 7 Cohen ascended masters, and can often also work to support us with stepping into bringing spirituality and technology together, which is interesting. So we'll see how this comes up as we go through the reading. So the card under here, we have got the artist. That's very interesting. So you may have found that you're in a process of creating something new, and maybe there's an aspect of needing to put that out using technology somehow, which is where the spiritual element, I can't help but wiggle this about because I love the colours as it goes through the rainbow iridescent bit there. Sometimes to be recognised and to be seen, and to allow ourselves to be seen on the scale that we can in this lifetime, sometimes we need to use technology to support us with that. So that might be why Hilarions come in. But we're going to have a look what's been going on, and I'll get some more cards about what's going on so that we can see what's been happening and what is ending and how these cards tie in. I'm going to put that there just for now, and we'll see what the Let Me Hold You card is about. That seems to relate to things as we go on a little bit more. So, Spirit, please can I have some cards for pile 3 about what's been going on, what's ending. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles there. Let's put that there for you, pile 3. What's been happening, Spirit, for pile 3, please? What's been happening for pile 3, please? I had that one for pile 2, but I'm just going to put that there. Spirit, what's been going on? What is ending? What is ending for pile 3? How interesting that they're chucking. Some of these were similar to pile 2. Just going to move this over there. We'll see, it might be a different story altogether though. Spirit, what's ending for pile 3, please? Because Spirit is very specifically chucking these out. Oh, look at that. The Devil card. I've forgotten to say these out loud. I keep forgetting to say these out loud because I'm so busy looking at them, pondering. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Devil. Spirit, what is ending for pile 3, please? Got the 2 of Cups there. Spirit, what is ending for pile 3, please? What is ending for pile 3? Nine of Cups there, and I'll just get one more card. Spirit, what is ending? I might get 2 more cards actually. Spirit, what is ending for pile 3, please? Got the closing your eyes, Bloodstone. Closing your eyes to the truths of reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created. Okay, and I'm just going to get a bit of clarification about what this is about, please, Spirit. for pile 3. Okay, daughter spirit, interesting. So I want to say, pile 3, that there's been a lot of fears and anxiety about whether you'll have enough. There's been a lot of there's been a notion that maybe this is all there is to life. This is what's ending now, pile 3. There's been elements where maybe there's been addictions. That might have been for some of you, but not all of you. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. But there might have been addictions, or there might have been where you've maybe tried to have relationships, or even one night stands, if this is relevant to those of you watching, that hasn't worked out. So you've kind of been worrying a lot about making sure that you've got enough money, enough to provide you with. Maybe life has got boring. You've kind of been wishing for a deeper connection with someone. And maybe there's been a bereavement happening. But I feel like, so from an artisty sort of way, sometimes the character of an artist stereotypically can be someone who is living in difficulty, who has a bit of a unconventional life, may take part in behaviours that aren't that good for them. Wow, there's actually a wish to have real true love in their life. And I feel like what you've been going through has been an illusion, and you've kind of got caught up maybe a little bit in the ego space. And when I say that, there might be some fears, or maybe there's been some shallow behaviours without, and it might be because of bereavement and grief and stuff, but so I think what's happening is, though, you've had a bit of a wake-up call and realised, maybe after some form of a bereavement or some grief, or just in life, that there's more to you, there's more to life, and you need more out of life than this. So this is what's ending for you, pile 3. I'm just trying to feel where the let me hold you comes in. I feel like part of the let me hold you is spirit going, you need to let yourself rest in the knowing that your ancestors and those beyond the veil love you. They will hold a space for you to feel loved in, because the life you've been living isn't necessarily hasn't necessarily got the caring connections or things in it that you actually wanted. Right, that's what I'm going to go with. Let's see what is coming in for you. What is the new beginning? And that might help understand a bit more about this as well. What is the new beginning, please? For pile 3, Spirit. What is the new beginning for pile 3? What is the new beginning for pile? Oh, that one wants to come out, apparently. Page of Swords. Interesting. Let's pop that one there. So it's like all of a sudden you've had this realisation that you want life to be different and you can't fit it all in. There's just not enough time. and you're starting to consider why with life. Why are things in certain different ways? You're wanting to understand more. You're wanting more inner peace. There might be curiosity, or you might be intending to learn something new. You know, there's just a bit of this is kind of like a new lease of life, really, or a new drive to enjoy life. Spirit, what is? Tell me more about the new beginnings. For pile 3, please. Yeah, and you're willing to work hard, even if it's a battle. You're willing to put the time and energy into changing things and shifting things about. I've run out of space for some reason. Probably because of how you're being now, that you want to squash your life full of all sorts. It's like you've had a new a shift into wanting more out of life and being willing to work for it. Got the Page of Wands as well. Wow. So all the kind of having new vigour and new energy to put into life, wanting to start new projects, wanting to travel, wanting to put, you've got new ideas, ready to step into the unknown and be courageous. How massively interesting, Spirit. What else is what is the new beginning for pile 3, please, Spirit? What is the new beginning for pile 3? I feel like you're going to create in a healthier way. What you were doing before almost felt a little bit dead end, I want to say, in some ways, but now you've realised that there's more. It's like your spirit has woken up. Spirit, what is the new beginning for pile 3, please? Sunstone, in the uniqueness of who you are, lives a world yet to be discovered. Yeah, this is so the new energy for you. So look, that's almost the same person. Lying down, upset, fed up, not happy. We're going to put that over the top there because this is the new you. You've got gumption. You want to do it all. You want to start afresh and live life, because what a gift is life. Life is that gift, and there's more to you than you've allowed to be presented, almost, I want to say. Pile 3, my Foxglove friend. So if you do, I'm going to get some advice cards for you, but I just wanted to say, if you do want assistance with this, with clearing out the old and bringing in the new, I do life coaching around big life changes, so we can clear out any old emotional things or limiting beliefs or patterns of behaviour that you don't want, so that we can then start to bring in all of these marvellous new good things. Just check out the information on my on the description of this video. Interesting. I miss you. Do you? So you might have well, I want to say you've almost missed an element of you as well. There's partly, with this new invigoration of life, it's kind of recognising that in the uniqueness of you, of who you are. Apologies. Sorry about that, pile 3. Hopefully that didn't jump scare you too much. It might be somebody from spirit who's saying, or even if it's applicable, a pet or somebody or an ancestor or a friend or somebody who's gone to spirit and who just wants you to know that they miss you and that they love you, and that if you miss them, you can just open your heart to them and they will be there for you. Oops. Oh, look. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? So, that's just a recognition again of your uniqueness and your loveliness. And Spirit is bringing that through for you just to say, remember what a wonderful person you are. You're unique. You're really they just see you as this beautiful, wonderful person. For some of you, there may be something where there's been somebody who you might want to be getting in contact with, who you've been nervous about, who's, who you've not spoken to so much, but actually they see you for much more than you see yourself. So they've kind of not contacted you because they don't think that you need them. And I like that we've got the 7, 8, 9 going on here. So there's a progression. So maybe, just for if this resonates, pile 3, there's somebody from your past that, or somebody that you know who would like to be in contact with you, who you've maybe not given enough time or attention to because you've been focused, you've been in the wrong headspace, who is now going to come into play. Oh, and it also says seek professional advice, which is interesting. So don't feel like you've got to go through these shifts and changes alone. If you do need to work with somebody on the therapy side or legal or whatever's going on, invest in yourself properly. Invest in somebody who can support you with whatever you're wanting to do, even if it's like a personal trainer or something, whatever it is that you're wanting to, how you're wanting to progress in the world. If you want to create your new reality from the inside out, you can work with me because I've got all the tools and the skills and the experience to support you through that. But they're asking you to make sure that you find people who've been through the things that you want to experience, to ask them about it, to work with them about it, to be willing to invest in yourself right now. So, pile 3, this is a very exciting time. I feel like there's a huge shift for you where you've had a real recognition or revelation in life about making things happen so that you can have more fulfillment and happiness in life. And I wish you all the luck with that. If this has resonated, please do click on the like and subscribe button. I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.